We take a look at the inside here. Inside is, it looks like it's the same. In reality, you've got a major change to a few key areas. I'm Caleb Nelson from RestoGear.com. Welcome to the Changli. So I'll show you the back seat and the legroom. A lot of people think that it's smaller than the old Changli. You can tell height difference is substantial. And if it would feel small on the inside, in fact, I was kind of worried about that. In reality, scooching back here, I got plenty of space. I feel like it's the same almost height that we had it before. I don't know if this one sits down a little bit lower. The other one sits up higher, but if you take a look at my knees here, I'm 5'10", I'm no giant, but I've got plenty of space, and there's enough to cram somebody else right next to me. Again, a driver can sit on the right-hand side and have a passenger on the left-hand side. No seat belts in these things, so top speed is 28 miles per hour, which I think is about the same as the other one. This one feels a little bit faster, but watch for more videos, we're gonna test it out. The doors are a lot nicer. They've got kind of this two-tone plastic that comes across here. And the seats are in a nice kind of clean two-tone seat way, where if you follow the other one, the other is kind of a funky color combination between the two, where I don't think it's nearly as slick and as clean. And if you look at the door panels here, I mean, they're fine, but it's nowhere near the type of quality that you would see in this one. And granted, it's still cheap, but again, from $900 from the factory, didn't cost that landed here, but from the factory, and what it cost them to manufacture this, pretty amazing they can still do this for $900. Major difference, I would say, between the two cars is this gear shift. This is a gear shift that allows for a lower gear to take place on the motor. If you look at some of the other videos online, you can see that hills are a major problem for the old Changli. Super slow, and it's just because the gearing is not set for it. On flat neighborhood areas like we're at right now, it's awesome and fun, but you get to a hill, it's a disaster. So the manufacturer put this in for this new year model. You run into a hill, you come to a complete stop, you slide this down, and you can tell it is in a lower gear. The whole car almost jerks back, and it just cruises up those hills. We'll do some testing on it, side by side between this one and the old one, and you guys can see how big of a difference it makes going up hills. Other than that, relatively similar setup on the steering wheel. What cracks me up is that the steering wheel is new energy, which is sweet. And it has all these buttons on it, like cruise control, phone, switching between auxiliaries, volume, mute, skip and rewind. And none of them work. Which is so funny to me. They are all fake. And that's part of the charm of the Changli. The Changli is ridiculous and fun in all of the right ways. This is a perfect example of that. I would say from the rest of it is pretty much how the other one is. You've got a gear shift, forwards, neutral, and backwards, which activates the backup camera. You can see from here. Setup of the cluster is relatively the same. I think it's pretty much the same cluster around the board. You've got the fan set up here with the sunroof, moonroof that vents for some air. It's pretty rad. The exact same setup on the other one. You do not have a major fan that's back here. If you remember the other one from the older videos, it was blowing on you constantly. It is February here in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's kind of chilly outside, so we haven't totally tested this out in the heat. But I've been amazed at how well circulation, or this improved circulation across the board. Another thing here with the brand new Changli is the windows setup. Windows are massive in these. And you have roll-up windows where the other ones are slide. This is a lot more, I would say, convenient, a little bit easier to get in and out of. If you remember from our last videos, the other Changli didn't even come with some windows. It busted during shipping. So these ones came in great condition, great order. And the factory, again, has been phenomenal to work with, almost to a point where they were willing to send us additional parts, additional windows, to replace on the old Changli. A huge area of, I would say, change has been on the dash setup, and then also on the stereo. If you take a look at the stereo on the right-hand side there, the stereo is not Bluetooth enabled. So it is AM, FM, you can program it here, and then you've got a USB port here. The USB allows you to connect to your phone, or you can also do a little Bluetooth USB hookup to it, relatively cheap. There's no top visor up top here, and you do have an addition of a rear view mirror that is suction cupped, so you can move it around how you see fit. All in all, it's I'd say a vast improvement over the over the old Changli. And we love it. We think it's, I would say they have outdone themselves yet again, and has somehow managed to keep the price still $900 in production cost, all the same, which I think is phenomenal. Other than that, take a look at our other videos and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. Caleb Nelson from Resto Gear. Look, we bought one Changli and freaking loved it, and so did a bunch of other people. We decided to buy 10 more, full container from China, right from the Changli factory, and it is awesome. Our goal here is that we can be able to provide these to anybody in the US who wants them through electricimportmotors.com. Check us out and check out these Changlis.